Let us discuss about the syllabus of 5th semester business practitioner. I already tell you the syllabus. The first chapter, the general deductions under section 80. So in this unit, you have to study the various deductions. For example, section 80D, 80DD, 80DDB, 80G, 80GG, 80GGA, BBB, BBC, etc. And next unit, the setup of losses and carry forward of business losses. The second chapter tells you about the assessment of individuals. In the previous sem, we have studied the various heads of income, that is income from salary, income from house property, income from business or profession, capital gains, and income from other sources. So in this chapter, second chapter, we have to assess the individual total income and tax liability. And third chapter, assessment of cooperative societies. Fourth, assessment of firm, that is partnership firm. And fifth and sixth, assessment of companies. For the purpose of computing the total income of firm and also the total income of the companies, we have to study how to compute the business income. In the last sem, we have not touched business income, professional income, and also the depreciation. So let us start or discuss about the depreciation. What is the meaning of depreciation? Decrease in the value of assets due to wear and tear and effect of time. While computing the business income, we have to charge the depreciation to the profit and loss account. There is one condition: the asset must be used in the business. Then only we can charge the depreciation. From 1989 onwards, the depreciation is calculated on the basis of the block of assets. So we should know the meaning of block of assets, and the depreciation is calculated on the written down value of the particular asset. What is the meaning of block of assets? Block of assets refers to the group of assets falling within the class of assets, being fixed assets, say for example buildings, plant and machinery, and furniture and pictures, and intangible assets being the patent rights, copyrights, trademarks, etc., on which the same rate of depreciation is charged. So on the basis of block of assets, for the purpose of calculating depreciation, we should know particularly the meaning of block of assets. Block of assets means the group of assets falling within the class of assets, being tangible assets and intangible assets, on which the same rate of depreciation is charged. For example, building is depreciated either at 5% or at 10% or 40%. And furniture, as per income tax provision, the rate of depreciation on furniture is 10%. Suppose assessee or the businessman is having two assets, one building depreciated at 10% and furniture at 10%, then there is two blocks, because same rate of depreciation is charged. So class of assets is different. Building 5% and building 10%. How many block of assets are there? Again, there is two blocks. Though the class of assets is same, but the rate of depreciation is different. So on the basis of rate of depreciation as well as class of assets, we classify the block of assets as some classes of assets. For example, plant and machinery, buildings, furniture, etc. And for the purpose of calculating depreciation, the following formula is adopted, that is written down value of assets of block of assets, all the assets falling in the block of assets as April of the previous year. 1st April of the previous year. Buildings. For example, buildings 10%, furniture 10%. Then return on value of buildings 10%, furniture 10%. Return on value as on 1st April of the previous year, and if any purchases made during the previous year, that will be added. From this we have to less the sales effected during the year, and whatever remains, it is called return on value before depreciation, on which we should calculate the depreciation at the prescribed rate. So there must be assets used in the business. For example, the rate of depreciation on some assets, that is building, 5% or 10% or 40%. One important thing here you should note that the rate of depreciation on any asset is not exceeding 40%. From the previous year 18-19, not exceeding 40%. Buildings and furniture, rate of depreciation 10% only. And regarding the plant and machinery, either 15% or 30%. This is also plant and categorized as plant and machinery. 15%, 30%. So here 15%, the motor car, typewriters, surgical equipment, musical instruments, scooters, bikes, etc. and machinery. These are all depreciated at 15%. Heavy machinery and motor truck, buses are depreciated at 30%, and aeroplanes at 40%. And library books, that is 40%. The depreciation on library books, whether it is circulating library or annual publication, that is charged at 40%, book 40%, and ocean going vessels, these are depreciated at 20%, and intangible assets, that is 25%. So these are the various rate of depreciation on the assets which is issued by the assessee in the business. So he can charge depreciation only when if it is used in the business. For charging full rate of depreciation, the asset must be used in the business in the previous year for at least 180 days. If the concerned asset is used in the business in the previous year for 180 days, the minimum, then he can charge full rate of depreciation. If it is used in the asset for less than 180 days, then 50% of the normal rate of depreciation. Instead of 40%, 20%. Then next stop, one more point is that plant and machinery, the additional depreciation at the rate of 20% is provided on plant and machinery if such assets are purchased during the previous year and used in the manufacturing process. Say for example, plant and machinery 15%, there is motor car also. It is not used in the manufacturing process. Only on the machineries which is used in the manufacturing processes, then only we can charge depreciation, additional depreciation at the rate of 20%. If such assets are used in the business for 180 days, less than 180 days, then 10%. 50% of the additional depreciation. So on plant and machinery, while calculating the depreciation of plant and machinery, we should be very careful regarding the calculation of normal depreciation as well as additional depreciation. The additional depreciation is not charged against the buildings or furniture or any other assets except plant and machinery. So additional depreciation. Suppose if an assessee having two assets, plant X and plant Y. Plant X, for example, rupees 3 lakhs and plant Y, rupees 5 lakhs. On 1st April 2018, the assessee having these assets, plant X, rupees 3 lakhs, plant Y, rupees 2 lakhs. During the previous year 18-19, he purchased another plant, plant Z, costing rupees 3 lakhs, and During the previous year, this X furniture is sold for 6 lakhs. X plant X is be sold for 6 lakhs. Now calculate the depreciation. The formula of the procedure: return on value as of 1st April 2018. Total of the block of assets. It belongs to the same block. Plant. Rupees 5 lakhs. Add purchases during the previous year. Rupees 3 lakhs and 8 lakhs. The total value less sales. Plant X was sold for rupees 6 lakhs and return on value before depreciation 2 lakhs. On this value we have to calculate depreciation at the rate of 15%. In this way we have to calculate depreciation. Now see, new plant purchase rupees 3 lakhs already in the business, and this plant Y is already in the business. Total worth 5 lakhs, but we can charge depreciation only on rupees 2 lakhs because of the provisions of income tax regarding the calculation of depreciation. The procedure: return on value at the beginning, block of assets 1, block of assets 2, block of assets 3. In this way you have to calculate if there is more than 2 or 3 block of assets, say for example the buildings, plant and machinery, furniture, then books, then return on value as on 1st April 2018, make the columns with reference to the block of assets. Block of assets 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 building, 2 furniture, 3 plant and machinery, books, for example computers. If there is a computer, there is separate block computer. The rate of depreciation is 40% on computers also. So in this way we have to calculate the depreciation. Block 1 building, take opening balance, add purchases, less sales, whatever it is, that is the return on value before depreciation. On this value we have to calculate depreciation. Again furniture, plant and machinery, and add all those depreciation and write total depreciation for the previous year. Total of the amount. Suppose if you are the assessee having a truck, one truck of rupees 2 lakhs. Only asset irodavandi, only truck matra. During the previous year, it was sold for rupees 1,20,000. Now calculate depreciation. On 1st April 18, return down value rupees 2 lakhs. As far as the procedure is concerned, add purchases will total value rupees 2 lakhs, less sales rupees 1,20,000, remaining amount 80,000. But we can't calculate depreciation of this amount because there is no asset. Only one track which is serious to exist. Existing lado, sell ಮಾಡಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. Hence there is no question of charging depreciation. One more example: building X 3 lakhs, building Y 1 lakh, 4 lakhs. During the year purchased building Z for of rupees 2 lakhs, building Z, and building X was sold for rupees 8 lakhs. Building X was sold for rupees 8 lakhs. Now return down value of the block of that is building as on 1st April 18, rupees, how much? Rupees 4 lakhs. Total of the block of assets belongs to the same class. Building 5%, 2 buildings 10% is there, 2 blocks. Every building 5% is there, only block. If the rate of depreciation is not giving the problem, then we have to charge normal rate at 5%. Plant and machinery 15%. Furniture 10%. Now return on value as on 1st April 81 rupees 4 lakhs. Total of the block of assets. Next add purchases, that is building Z, rupees 2 lakhs. Total value 6 lakhs. Less sales effected during the previous year, how much? 8 lakhs. Now here return down value before depreciation nil. Asset untaiಲ್ವಾ? Though there is the asset of rupees 1 lakh, 2 lakh, sorry 8 lakh, 9 lakh worth of buildings are there, but we can't charge depreciation because of income tax provision. For the calculation depreciation, we have to follow the specific format. Return the value of block cost of assets. Asset first April of the previous year, add purchases, less sales, and whatever remains gives you the return on value for charging depreciation.